Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. Thank you. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until about 5 o'clock. Thank you for joining. For those of you who have already joined, for those of you who will join later, welcome. Welcome. Just water. Just water. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. Say hello to me. Y'all know how we do. And for those of you who don't know how we do, this is how we do. We start the show and I say hi to everyone, and you guys say hi to me and let me know where you're checking the show out from if you are so inclined. That's all I ask. Other than that, there are no requirements for this show. None for me either. No requirements whatsoever. Like, I'm not required to be prepared to do a show, to have done any prep or anything. I'm just prepared to, I just have to be here. And that's what I am today. I'm here. So come on in, say hello to me if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Let's see. Get it started. Robert Willis. What's up, Robert Willis? He was first from YouTube. Fame. Fame says here, and I'm first. Also viewing in College Hill, so he's representing College Hill. Good afternoon, Robert and Fame. Thank you guys for joining the show. We got Miss Pittsburgh in the house. Miss Pittsburgh, good afternoon. Anthony, good afternoon. Anthony's representing Clifton. Jerika in the house. Jerika says, I'm here. Hola, mi familia. I was trying to think of a different way to say it, but I can't. It's me familiar. I mean, can't butcher that very well. Good afternoon, Jerica. LaDonna in the house, representing East Price Hill. Good afternoon, LaDonna. Good afternoon. She says clock. Look, I'll say it again. Y'all got to know if it's Thursday or Friday, I'm probably picking up the little baby, so I'm probably not going to be here on time at 3 o'clock. Probably not going to happen. And, that's the way it go down. David, just good afternoon, little baby. E-Man and the Afternoon Experiment fan. He's checking in. He's representing everything under the sun. All right. We got Sean Nutter. He's representing Atlanta. Sean, good afternoon. Preston in the house. Preston's representing Avondale. Good afternoon, Preston. Andrea, good afternoon. Andrea, representing Gulf Manor. All right. And David says it's the best calming intro music ever. Jarika messaged Fame. Maybe she want to go to the spaghetti dinner. Nice golf shirt. Thank you. Oh, you put them on every once in a while. Let me see. We got Brenda in the house representing Fairfield. Regina in the house. Good afternoon, Brenda and Regina, representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. Janice in the house. She's my favorite. Hey, Janice. Jeannie. Good afternoon. And happy Thursday to you as well. We got Logic Slayer. Logic Slayer's in the house. Can we get an update on the moped? That's funny that you would bring that up. I pulled the moped out today, and so I will be disassembling the moped probably today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Get it totally disassembled, and then I got to scuff everything up and paint it, and then while that's sitting, I'll work on the engine. So nothing yet. I pulled it out, and the work will start on it later on this evening. That's the update. But I'll Logic Slayer, I will keep you updated. And good afternoon, by the way. Lewis in the house representing Sharonville. Good afternoon, Lewis. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. We got Pat. Pat in the house. Good afternoon, Pat. Good afternoon. Vincent in the house. He's representing Landon. All right. Landon. Myosha said, you stay repping the buzz, don't you? Hey, I got all these, it was free gear and whatnot at the time. I'm supposed to throw them away. No, I still listen to the station. I still support the station. They didn't treat me bad necessarily. They might have told a few lies about why I left and how I left, but they didn't really treat me bad. So and I still got friends and stuff there. So yeah, I represent the station. It would be like you throw on some Nike stuff, and you never even worked for Nike. Yeah, there you go. Um, it's all right, LaDon. It's cool. Crystal. Good afternoon. Crystal's representing Mount Healthy. Mount Healthy. Sea Breezy. What's up? Sea Breezy in the house. Thank you for checking out the show. Erica. Erica representing Reading. Good afternoon, Erica. Good afternoon. We got Jacqueline Carter representing Evanston. Good afternoon, Jacqueline. Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate you. James Tiller representing Cummingsville. Ooh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that G ain't there. That gives it a whole new meaning. You might want to check the spelling on that. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Tria. Good afternoon. Tria's representing Columbia Township. We got Bonita in the house representing Roseline. All right. Tria says, who is pulling something out? I don't know what that means. And I don't like the way it sounds. Let me see. Carolyn representing East Walnut Hills. Good afternoon. Crystal says Fairmount in the house. All right. Well, good afternoon, Crystal and Fairmount. Let me see. Myosha says, I have 2 polos from companies I worked at. Don't know where they are. Okay. Well, again, I still support this company. I listen almost every day. I listen, about 5-6 days a week. So I try to catch Raven. And, y'all know I listen to Big Head. Do your head ever stop growing? They say your ears don't stop growing. Do your head ever stop growing? It looks like his head is getting bigger and bigger. He looks like a match. But I watch him almost every day of the week. So and I'm just teasing. I don't think his head is still growing. I'm just being silly. I function as if we not actually beefing. This is stuff that I would say to him if I were coming in to produce the Lincoln Ware show and it popped into my head. I would say to him, does your head ever stop growing? And we get a laugh out of it. And he acted like he wanted to be offended today when my brother, Emanuel Livingston, after his show was over, he said something like, good show, Lincoln, or something like that. And I said something to the effect of, I get off his little penis or his tiny penis or whatever it was that I said. He acted like he was a little offended. I'm like, you can't be offended by that. Y'all don't understand them the jokes that we made about each other all the time. He said on air one day about me. On air one day. Emanuel got testicles the size of BBs. And I laughed because, funny is funny. And in the context of whatever it was that we were talking about, it was funny because it kind of came out of nowhere. It was funny. So you can't get mad, come on, stop it. I'm still functioning as if we not beefing. Because we not beefing. He beefing with me. I'm not beefing with him. So I still function like we not beefing. So yeah, I make fun of him and say stuff. That's what's going to happen. Let's see. Daryl, good afternoon. And Daryl is representing Forest Park. All right. Lamont says Grande powerful royal people from Westwood. I see it every day. Uh, good day to you, Lamont. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. We got. I think that's about it. That's about it. That's all of the hellos. That's all of the hellos. Brian. Brian says good afternoon. Brian says good afternoon. Good afternoon, Brian. Oh, Uh, see, Bree said, is it weird listening to a host that you're beefing with? Again, I'm not beefing with him. He is beefing with me. So it's not weird. It's not weird for me at all. Because the stuff that he say that's funny is still funny. The stuff that he say, like mispronunciation of words and, the fact that he's not that strong of a reader, these are all things that I've teased him about for years. So, when I say it and it sound mean spirited, like, because you can't really get the gist of a joke if you don't know the joke, watching somebody send a message, with the punchline. It's like, oh, that was me. But again, these are things that I've said to and about him jokingly, kind of serious, but jokingly for years. And he has his things that he says about me. And it don't bother me none. So yeah, when I say the different stuff that I say, it sounds mean spirited if you're just reading it. But if you know the inside joke, it's not as mean spirited as it sounds. So I'm not necessarily being negative. At least to me, I'm having fun. So I don't really know. I'm not beefing with him. I got nothing against Mr. Ware. I think he's a relatively good dude. He's funny. I hope that he does get in the Radio Hall of Fame. I hope that he does. And, if anybody deserves it, he deserves it as much as anybody else. Now, I'm not, in all that Hall of Fame, this and the Basketball Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, the Baseball Hall of Fame. I don't care about none of that stuff. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't care about none of that stuff. But as much as anybody else deserves it, he deserves it. So I hope he gets in. I'm not predicting that he's getting in because I predicted that he was winning the Marconi. And I'm convinced that it's because of my prediction the universe said no. So I'm not making a prediction this time because I want to see him get in. So that's that. So yeah, no, I got nothing against Lincoln Ware. Nothing against Lincoln Ware. Let's see. A lot of gray on your face. Yeah, I went and got a haircut at a barbershop. I told y'all it's difficult. It is difficult. I would say it takes a barber, even a good barber, 3 or 4 times to get used to the hair, the way that it's, the hairline, the way that my hair is spaced. That don't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but I was once told by one of my barbers, who was actually a good barber, who eventually got used to and used to really hook me up. He was like, once we got really comfortable, and he was explaining to me, your hair is spaced really far apart. So when you trying to cut off just a little bit, a lot will fall off if you're not careful. So, yeah. It takes a while. So, but yeah, now I went and got a haircut. He didn't cut it low enough. This ain't the haircut. I got the haircut about a week ago, so I'll probably go this week and get another haircut. But yeah, so he didn't cut it low enough, and I figured I would not mess with it, let it grow out, and I'm giving him an opportunity to get used to it. It's a lot of pressure. That's why I don't go to barbershops, because it's a learning curve and all of that kind of stuff. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. David, Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Representing Hebron. We got who else? Who else? Who else? Broken Wing says, I don't like how that sounds. Head getting bigger. He does look like his head is getting big. Like as he gets older, his head just keeps expanding. Like he almost looked like the what's the Martian on the Flintstones. Is it he not green? Well, other than that, he looked like the Great Kazoo would look, or how you imagine Great Kazoo would look if he took his helmet off. That big giant round head and the little tiny body. Maria, Maria, representing North College Hill. Good afternoon. Fame says, why are you hating? Raven is the worst on-air talent the Buzz has ever had. Her takes are buffoonish and petulant. Send her to the Wiz and maybe kids will find her interesting. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't necessarily agree with everything she says. But who's going to agree with everything that anybody says? But I definitely don't think she's the worst. Definitely not the worst. Actually, I think she's pretty good. But everybody got a right to their opinion, I guess. Everybody's got a right to their opinion. Myosha says, how many black men would not be offended by saying they have a small... I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Talk grown people talk. And maybe I'll address what you're talking about. Veronica. Hello, Veronica. Good afternoon. E-Man be nitpicking. I do, and it just be being silly. I just like to have fun. I like to have fun. And again, when I was there, if he mispronounced a word, I would say the same word to him. Like, what did he mispronounce today? He mispronounced something today. I can't think of what it is. And I would have been cracking up. I mean, if I was producing the show and we wasn't beefing, I'd have been cracking up and I would have said whatever he said right back to him. And then he would have knew that it was wrong. Daryl says, you wish you were still there. I think you drive down to the Plaza building, walk up the entrance, press your face on the glass with tears in your eyes, rubbed on the door. Not at all. I don't wish I was still there. And I enjoy doing what I do. Just like I listen to Scott Sloan, and if he did a Facebook thing, I would probably watch that and make comments to him. I watch Wyatt and I listen to him and I make comments to Wyatt. That's fun for y'all. That's just my personality. I'm a weird guy and I get a great deal of entertainment out of just simple being nitpicky, as LaDonna said. Kathy Joe says, I sent you a picture of me from Clifton School. It's in Messenger. Maiden name is Smith. All right, I'll check it out. Hold on, I might even be able to look at it now. I won't put it on the screen. Oh, I had to sign out of that account. Log out of that account. I'm sounding like Lincoln. Sign out. You don't sign out on Facebook. You log off. What is my password? I don't think that's the password. No. All of these passwords. I'm going to have to, I know you can save passwords and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to have to figure out a way to do something to save all of these daggone passwords. All right. Yeah, all right. I do. Yes, I remember you very well. The Clifton picture, that's the you that I pictured in my head. That's the you. The one with the I don't know, what would you call that? The white turtleneck and the sweater with the little necklace coming out, and the bow in the hair. That's the you that I picture in my head. Yes. Um. Let's see. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Nate. Who we making cry today? I'm not saying any of those terrible names for people. Um, invite him over for dinner. Squash the beef party. I will not invite him over for dinner. I've never been invited to his house. He will never be invited to my house. But that's fine. And again, I'm not beefing with him. He's beefing with me. Lewis. Lewis says this is the greatest day of his life. He got his first PlayStation 3. Lewis is funny. Lewis is funny. Uh, how to stop the beef? Put on some boxing gloves for charity. That's how you do that. I would never. I would never. I think about that for real. Think about it from my perspective. We put on some boxing gloves for charity, and he gonna be like Martin. You know what I'm saying? Trying to knock somebody out in a charity boxing event. You know he is. He be trying to knock somebody out at a charity boxing event, and then I'm gonna have to do him like the hitman did Martin. And then who gonna be the bad guy? If I'm the guy who gets knocked out, I, that's a loss for me. I look bad. An 86-year-old dude knocked me out. If I knock him out, that's a loss for me. Bro, you just knocked out an 86-year-old dude. There's no win. There's no win in that for me in any way, shape, or form. I would never do that. I would never do that. Jacqueline Carter says, I don't like it. What don't you like, Jacqueline Carter? I don't know what you don't like. Deborah says, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Deborah. Hello. T. Mikey G. Good afternoon. What's E-Man talking about today? Nothing. Jacqueline says, Lincoln the celebrity. I'm not sure what that means. Relatively good. Yeah, he's relatively a good person. I mean, he's not like, you know how like there's some people who are just like good people. Like he's a good person. Just like period. He's a good person. He's loving and kind to people. He wants the best for people. He's a good person. Lincoln's not that. He's not that. But I mean, you know, relatively speaking, he's a personable guy. He's funny. You know, he's entertaining. He's a good father. You know, relatively speaking, he's a guy. I don't know that he's ever murdered anybody. You know what I'm saying? That counts, right? That counts. So yeah, I don't think he beat his wife or nothing like that. I think his wife would take him. But you know what I'm saying? Relatively speaking, he's a good guy. He might try to get you fired from your job. But, you know, other than stuff like that, yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Fame says, I hope he gets in while he's still alive and still in control of his faculties. Lincoln deserves it. Again, deserves, I guess as much as anybody deserves it. He deserves it. He's been doing it for over 50 years. So just on longevity itself, you could say he deserves it. Yeah. If there is a radio bootlicker Hall of Fame, then he's a shoo-in. I don't think that exists. Let's see. Wait, the Buzz has some pretty bad hosts. Think about how bad the fake Ken Anderson, that's not his real name, was. I don't know if that's his. Is that his real name? I think his real name is Kendall Anderson, right? I'm pretty sure that's his real name. Like on his birth certificate, real name. I think. Phyllis says, my niece is in Ghana for 2 weeks, along with some of her fellow classmates from UC. She's working with some great students over there. Bucket list to go one day to volunteer my service. Well, what's holding you back? Go. Just you can do it. You can do it. DeAndre said, "Come on over to this." No, I can't because of this. The shape of my head. This right here keeps me from going bald. Just that's it. This that keeps me from going bald. Won't do it. Won't do it. Um, Blue says go to Suave's barber artist real good. Okay. I don't I'm not sure. I need more information. Ben Thomas, Pleasant Ridge in the building. All right, good afternoon. Preston says my hair appointment costs me $50 every week. I need to learn how to cut my own hair. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I was shocked. I went to the barber. I asked him, do y'all take like debit cards and stuff like that? They like, no, we just take cash. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Y'all got to move away from just taking cash. But luckily, I had some cash on me. I don't know. So I had gone to the bank and deposited a check, and something said, take some money out. Just have some money in your pocket. So I had taken some money out. So he's like, oh man, we can't take no debit cards or, no cash app or nothing like that. We just take cash. Like, all right. So how much is a haircut? He said, because he looked at my head first. He said, 45 with enhancements. What? What? What would make you think I need some enhancements? I said, I don't want no enhancements. And all right, well, we'll do a cut, just regular cut for, well, what did he say, 35 or something like that? It's like, why you look at my hair? I know why. But why you automatically assume I want enhancements? I don't want no enhancements. Don't paint my head black. No. Don't put no fake fibers to create a hairline. Myosha says, what is an enhancement at the barbershop? Enhancements, that's where, they would fix my hairline. My hairline would be crispy as the F word. My hair would all be black. So would my scalp. But my hair would all be black. My beard would be filled in perfectly. Everything, it would look so crispy. It would be fake, but it would look so crispy. That's what enhancements are. When they spray the little fibers to fix your hairline, fill in where it's thin, and, when they do all of that stuff. That's what enhancements are. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Not doing that at all. He wanted to give me the works. I'm telling you, I was gonna come back. All black hair, perfectly filled in. So I keep telling y'all, my mustache is real thin in the middle. You can see it ain't nothing right there. Ain't nothing right there. I had to look at the screen over there. That's why my eyes was over there. Ain't nothing right there. That would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful. Nice filled in. It would have been I can't really see. It's this side. My hair would have been, here, and that would have been all that. And this side, oh, it's this side that don't connect as well. But that would have all been filled in perfectly. It would. I'm telling you, everything would have been crispy. That's what enhancements are. I don't want that. I like me the way I am. I like me. Plus, I don't need to come on here all black hair, crispy everything. And come on, everybody would be like, who he got filling in for him today? Oh, I could just imagine. I could just imagine the jokes. Oh, I could imagine the jokes. I'm not here for that. I am not here for that. Oh, I'm sorry. CK say the phone off. I did have a phone. Then do that. Move that there. Okay, you should be able to call in now. CK, I apologize. Um, Even though I don't hear it. Hold on, CK. Hold on. I'm answering the phone. Audio settings. Speaker should be line out. Ringtone should be line out. That should be line out. That should be CK. Hey,
how you doing, brother?
how you doing?
Man, I heard them line out, man. It got real. That was technical. That was technical, wasn't it? Surgical.
It's not that technical. It just sound.
Hey, man, I'm glad you went through that experience, man. I was like, who can afford it? He just hit you on the comment section, $50 a week. Good God Almighty Jesus. $200 a month? Are you serious? $2,400 a year?
Hey,
come on now.
When you want to look good, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do.
And you should have did it, man. You should have just gave him the 50 ball for the all black head. You know what I mean? Just do it one time. You don't have to stick with just do it, come in there, get your ratings up, and let it just go on out back to gray. You ain't got to stay like that, Emmanuel. Just go just to see how you will look young again. Mm-mm. You just going to stick with the oldness?
I'm going to stick with the oldness. Yes.
Man, nah, hell no. Nah.
Yeah.
You only get one life. You can go back. You can go back a little bit.
No, I do not want my head painted black. No.
Damn. I mean, I did it. But it's a catch to it. See, if you stick with that, then it's gonna turn your hair all white. So you doing good by not doing it, right? If you say you did it for like 2-3 months, you're gonna be way grayer than you are now. You see what I mean? That's the drawbacks of doing that.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I did not know that. I don't think that's true. But
yeah, it kills the roots. I'm about to give you the technical. I know this. It kills the roots. That coloring you putting in, it kills your roots. That's why you got to let it be. That's why if you have been, say you've been dyeing your hair, say you was Corey Holcomb, right? Now, if he don't do that now, he'll be all white like a Santa Claus. See what I mean? Because he's been dyeing it for years.
But I think he would be all white like a Santa Claus because that's how his hair is now. It's not that nothing killed the color or the roots or nothing like that. That's just eventually a lot of people, some people don't, but eventually a lot of people go gray. And if I started dyeing my hair now and then got used to it being jet black, unnaturally black, and my scalp black, and then I just stopped doing it, then I would be like, oh my God. But it's been 3 years. So I would have 3 additional years of graying. So when it came back, then
right.
It would be what it normally was. And I don't
know. Yeah, but I'm just educating you on the damage of the dye hair coloring in your hair. That's not just natural substances. You're putting chemicals in your head. See what I
You
mean?
might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't know that to be true.
Yeah, you got to just talk to the barber about it. And it's like, because I heard you talking about the boxing match with Lincoln Ware.
I'm not having a boxing match with Lincoln Ware.
But if you did, it ain't that hard, man. Just go in there and lay an egg. You just go in there, you give them the fight. You know what I mean?
And then I just got my
'Cause-
ass beat by an 86-year-old.
and it's all giggles,
No, it ain't.
all giggles.
No.
But now, this is what I wanted to holler at you about. You know, the boy popped dirty for beating Devin Haney, right? Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, they
I,
say he was dirty.
whatever you got to do to win the fight, and now they're justifying it. Now you see all that stuff he talked. He's seen kids getting molested in the woods and all that. Now they're justifying it. He has all the characteristics of a cheater, but they don't care when you as hated as Devin Haney. They like, well, what do steroids got to do with him moving his chin out the way? See, now they will make excuses. It's all about the narrative you put out. After this man popped dirty, they still defended him, Livingston. They still defended him. And you know you can kill somebody in that ring.
That's what they say. I believe it. I've seen it actually. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
of course, but
that's all I'm saying. That you can't go in there and pop dirty, and then think you're gonna get credit. Yep. Mhm. Yep.
all right.
Yes, sir.
That's anything
you,
else,
brother.
CK?
No, I just wanted to tell you about that cheating, man. I'm talking about they do whatever they got to do. Yep.
All right. All right, CK.
Yep. They got on me.
Who you talking to?
They got on me, man. Them people. Yep. I tried to hang up the phone. It didn't hang up. I got caught up.
All right. Well, I don't want to get you fired, so have a good rest of your day.
My bad.
I'm not sure that he was talking to me. I don't know. I'm not sure that he was talking to me. Oh, I'm so far behind on these messages. Let me see. He wasn't trying to give me a man unit. Yeah, I would have been a whole new man. I would not get enhancements. See, that's how you could tell who the people who are not your friend. They encourage bad behavior. See, then people ain't your friend. I'm about to go get some enhancements. That's not your friend. That's little ways you can tell. And they'd be like, I'm your friend. But then go get some enhancements. Yeah, You're not my friend. I know. Um, See, LaDonna, this is how you can tell. They act like your friend, but then they do it one day. That's not your friend. That's not your friend. Anybody telling you to get Beijing in your hair, they not your friend. Oh, let's see. Do I like Taco Bell? Sure. I like Taco Bell. Preston says that's really cheap for enhancements. I believe it's almost $100 that I know of. I don't know. The man looked at me and said $45 with enhancements. That's all I know. So maybe he was gonna give me some bootleg enhancements. If you're getting enhancements, don't get the bootleg enhancements. That's what I'm thinking. But no. Either way, it wasn't gonna happen. Blade says, "Turn the phone, hater." Turn the phone? You want me to turn it? I don't know what that means. Um, LaDonna, now the truth comes out, we will cut your ass up. I know. I know. Ben, again, not my friend. Not my friend. Grab some enhancements. You're not my friend. Not my friend. Uh so no enhancements mean you're sticking with the Fred Sanford look. If that's what you call it, then yeah. Yeah, I'm sticking with my gray. Fred, his hairline was receding. My hairline is not receding. It's been like this since as far back as I can remember. Since as far back as I can remember. Another one who not my friend. Uh, okay, that might. Okay, this is not necessarily a not my friend. This is somebody who's trying to be encouraging. All right, so I'll take that back, Jerica. I'm sorry, Jerika. I'll take that back. She said, go out of town with the enhancements and see how it goes. So you go try something out of town or nobody know you. You just walking around and, then you can always come back. I guess you can wash the enhancements out. I guess you can wash it out. Wash the fibers away or whatever. Blue talking about CK say he right. I don't know that that's right. I don't know that that's right. Yeah, I'll be like Rudy Giuliani on here doing my show, and then stuff gonna be running down my face. Uh-huh. The real Terrence Howard. We got another celebrity in the house. The real Terrence Howard says he gonna dye his hair. Nick says, I think you should maybe take this show onto the X platform. I'm on X. On the afternoon experiment. There are 2 people watching it right now. Yeah, I'm on there. Terrence, dye your hair if you want to, and then just let me see it. Oh, Nat says, I thought the ladies like the gray. Shows wisdom. Women don't know what they like. Crystal, see, this is a friend. Crystal says, don't put that shit on your hair. That's what I'm talking about. That's what a real friend would say. Anthony says, I worked with a white cat that dyed his hair. Dude had black streaks running down his neck. His eat tips had black on them. I don't know what that is. His ear. Okay, you missed. His ear tips had black on them. Okay. I'm like, what is an eat tip? DeAndre offered me some just regular black spray paint. Oh, let's see. You and Lincoln were in a boxing match with 8-ounce gloves and put it on Netflix. That would be good. Why? I would never do it. I would never do it. Oh, did y'all see that? That dude beat the shit out that 86-year-old man. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. I wouldn't feel good about myself after that. I wouldn't feel good about myself. Do I still have the one on Twitch? I got 2 on Twitch. Oh, wait a minute. Now I got 4 on X. I got 2 on the personal page. I got 2 on the afternoon experiment page. Just saying it. Maybe the algorithm heard me say it and sent something out. So right now I got 4 on X, 2 on Twitch, 20 on YouTube. the personal page, 5 on the Afternoon Experiment page on YouTube, 2 on the Afternoon Experiment page on Facebook, and 40 on the Facebook page, personal Facebook page. So I like this thing. It show me all of this stuff. I get to see who doing what. I'm gonna put it on my Instagram in a minute. In a few more weeks, I'm gonna go back to putting it on my Instagram. Uh, you could do a match with those huge blow up suits on. It don't matter. It's still an 86-year-old. You beat an 86-year-old ass in blow up suits. It don't matter. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I want y'all to know I did start working out. 2 days in. Y'all can't really tell, but my arms are sore. Oh my God, my arms are so sore. And I did because, again, I've done this before. So I did a super light workout. My arms are so sore. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be super sore. It is what it is. But now that I'm on the journey, I got to keep going. So I can't stop. And that's that. But yes, I am sore. But Mrs. Livingston, I convinced her to work out with me. And so she's also sore. But we keeping track of everything. I got the little sheet over there. We keeping track of everything. So we'll track what we did and our progress as we go on. Jarika's funny. We keeping track of everything. As I told her, I remember when I started working out the last time. This is really was it right after the pandemic? I started working out right as the pandemic was ending, I believe. And I remember the first day I worked out, he gave me some stuff, and I was like, this don't seem too bad. And I was sore as hell the next day and all that kind of stuff. And then some months later, it was just something that he did. I don't know if he just did it for me or whatever, but he said, today, we're going to do what you did the first time you worked out. I want to say it was like 6 months in. It might have been a year in. The first day you worked out, he was like, we're going to use the same weight, do the same reps. And he was like, yeah, come on. And we did it, and he was like, grab that, I don't remember what it was, that 10-pound weight. I was like, a 10? He was like, that's what you started with. I ain't start with no 10. He was like, yes, you did. And I was like, this ain't even a workout. When I was finished, he was like, all right, go home. I was like, that's not even a workout. And he was like, the point of that is he felt like I wasn't seeing the growth that I wanted to see. And so he said, I need you to see where you started so that you could appreciate where you are. You're much stronger. You have much more endurance. You know what I'm saying? You can lift more. You can do more reps. You can do all of that stuff. So he was like, and he pulled out the pictures, and I could see the difference. He was like, so don't get discouraged, because you can always look to where you came from to where you are now. And if I did the same thing in a year and gave you the same workout that you're doing today, you'd be amazed at how much growth. I was like, all right. Well, I appreciate that. And I was encouraged from that point on. So yeah, we started out with a little workout, little weight, few sets, less reps. We both sore. But I'm encouraged. Like I said, we keeping track. And we gonna keep it going. But I am sore. So that's that. Also, I think the little baby got beat up at school today. Little baby? What? So who beat you up at school? I think the little baby got beat up at school today. She don't want to say who did it because because one of her teeth is missing. One of her teeth is missing. Of course, she didn't get beat up. I'm just picking with her because, you know, she's at the age where, she lose teeth. And so, yeah, one of her teeth has finally come out. She lost one of the first baby teeth. So, but I can't acknowledge that. I had to make it like somebody beat her up. So that's what I keep saying to her. Who beat you up? But she's excited about losing that first tooth. Did the tooth fairy bring you money? Little baby?
What?
Did the tooth fairy bring you money?
Nope.
You didn't get no money. Did you put it under your pillow?
Yes.
And you didn't get no money?
Nope.
Oh, I'm going to have to talk to the tooth fairy. I'm going to have to talk to the tooth fairy. I got the tooth fairy number. I'll call the tooth fairy. But anyway, what is actually going on in the world? What is going on worth talking about? I mean, you always got the Trump stuff. He's on trial, of course. But I don't know. Other than that, what we got? What we got to talk about? Trump on trial. Trump falling asleep and farting. He's not going to accept the results of the election unless he wins, and that's that. What else? The college protest. Thank you. I was about to bring that up. Sea Breezy. The college protest. The protests on these college campuses. Again, I'm a big proponent of let people talk, let people demonstrate, let people occupy space even in protest. Keep it peaceful. And that be that. I did hear the girl complaining, or at least it sounded like the sound bite that I heard was the young lady. Was that in Columbia? Not in Columbia, but at Columbia University. Was that was that where the young lady was saying she was mad because they won't bring them food and water, food and drink? Like, I'm sorry, you protesting. No one has to supply you with food and drink. But then somebody said she wasn't complaining that they won't bring it for them. She was complaining that they won't let people bring it to them. Man, but if I don't know, I'm torn on that. I understand it. Like, hold on. No, they are protesting. They are occupying our space. We don't want them here occupying our space. So we're not going to allow you to bring them things that's going to sustain them as they occupy our space. I kind of understand that. Tria asks, so do you think there are professional protesters being placed at these protests? I guess it all depends on how you define a professional protester. Look, there are people who do latch on to causes, and there are people who pay people to support their causes, even in a protest type of way. I remember when I was down there and they were doing the protests after the death of George Floyd. And I remember being down there and they were very organized. There were people who trying to figure out the right way to say it because I don't want to, kind of be incendiary. There were people there who were making sure that certain things were taken care of. Like, oh, people need food, people need water. What if this happened? What if that happened? And so on and so forth. And I'm certain it was an organized thing. And I'm certain some of those people were getting paid to participate in the protest. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, though. I guess I differ from a lot of people. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, don't you think people organized, I mean, they don't even think. Like, we know that I always have to go back to the civil rights because that's where a lot of people get their ideas about protests and everything, right? Say the march from Selma to Montgomery. There were organizers. There were people who put that thing together, who, that was kind of their job. It was kind of their job, so they got paid to do those things. Those are paid protesters. It don't mean that they don't believe in the cause. Things have to be organized and things of that nature. Now, I get it. That's not necessarily what people were talking about when they talk about paid protesters. But because we're talking about paid protesters, I have to bring that up to say that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not necessarily a bad thing. It sounds like a bad word. Well, they paid protesters. Okay, and so what? I remember the Mississippi burning, Goodman, Cheney, and I don't remember the other one's name, but the three who got killed in Mississippi. Is it really? I mean, weren't they paid protesters too? Does that mean they didn't believe in the cause? Does that mean it's a bad thing? No. They go, they get training, and then they go to different places. I gotta look it up. Schwerner. I saw Schwartz and I knew it wasn't Schwartz. Schwerner. Schwerner. But yeah, so people make it a bad word. Now, are there people who I think infiltrate protests for the purpose of making the protesters look bad? Yeah. I mean, we know that happens. We know that happens. As a matter of fact, one of the officers, and I don't remember what city it was. Was it Houston? Was it Houston where one of the officers who was infiltrating the protest, black officer, he got beat down by the police? Like, hold on, you infiltrating the protest, and then you get your ass beat by the police. You working for the police, but the police beat your ass. And I believe they settled that not too long ago. He got like $75,000 or something like that, $175,000. I don't remember. See, now that I bring it up, I got to look it up. Brent says it was St. Louis. St. Louis officer assaulted by police. Oh, I was so off. Oh, no, this might be a different case. A Missouri judge awarded more than $20 million. When is this story from? To a former St. Louis police officer who was beaten by other officers while working undercover at a protest in 2017. So this is different. This is different. But it's the same concept. You're undercover at a protest, and then the police beat your ass. I just heard my phone go off. What are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Don't be grinning. That ain't funny. Thank you. Um, I mean, I'm gonna don't. When I get a message or something like that, you gotta bring me the phone. I'm gonna take it. Uh, but yeah, so we know that there are people who kind of infiltrate these protests. Whether or not this particular cop was there to cause havoc, probably they plant people in there, throw a bottle, throw a brick, break a window, set everybody off, and then you disappear. You were an undercover cop, but you broke a window, and then they like, oh, they broke out windows. Well, he started it. So I don't know. Do I believe they're professional protesters being placed at the protest? Sure, but I don't think that necessarily means that they don't share that same point of view. I don't think that means that they don't share that same point of view. But at the same time, oh, Ladonna says, Dag, I didn't know it was more than one. Yeah, this was from a 2017 attack uh, on a former St. Louis police officer. And that wasn't during the George Floyd thing. So I'm trying to look it up. Uh, well, maybe, I don't know, convictions. Okay. That's not the one I'm looking for. That's 2021. That's 2021. All right. I can't find it. But yes, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Preston says they also try to monitor the crowd from inside to identify troublemakers. I agree with that. I think sometimes they send undercover officers in to do both things. Hey, monitor the crowd. Let us know what's going on. And hey, get in there and cause some chaos so that we have a reason to move on them. Yeah, I believe that happens both ways. I believe it happens both ways. Uh, you ain't want to be beat up by Lincoln. Better leave little baby alone on this live. Hey, if that little baby don't let me know when I get a message, and we got a problem. What else is going on? What else is going on? That wasn't like a good breakdown of the college protest, but I mean, it's what young people do. That's what young people are supposed. Those actually are the people who are supposed to. When I say supposed to, I mean in my mind, when I think of the people who should be upset with injustice in the world, the young people in college and below should be the people out there organizing, leading, and sustaining protests. It shouldn't be 60, 70-year-old men and women. Those shouldn't be the people. Those should be the people helping, maybe doing a little bit of steering. You look to older people for wisdom and all of that kind of stuff. But those young college students, high school students, those should be the people who we see out in the streets protesting. And I think, I've said this before, I think we've done a disservice to a lot of young people, because now we got people who, I don't want my kids out there. I don't want my kids getting in trouble. I don't want my kids this. I don't want my kids that. You got some older people who are out here protesting, and they may honestly feel strongly about what they're protesting about. But a lot of times their mind goes to the economics of the situation, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but money sometimes clouds things. Money clouds things. And money will mess up a good movement. So you out here because you think this was wrong, and then, hey, I'm gonna fund you, and I'm gonna fund this. Here's some money for this, and here's some money for that. And next thing you know, you ain't really worried about what was wrong. You getting that money. And how can I, you know what I'm saying? How can I get some of this? Oh, they paying us to we need a settlement. We need to sue somebody so we can get a settlement. Not so we can get some change, not change like coins, but change, like actual change in policies. And sometimes it ceases to be about that. When money gets involved, like, all right, well, here, we'll throw some money at them. And then we don't necessarily have to change anything. That happens. So I think young people, with the right mind and heart and spirit, should be the ones out there protesting for all kind of different things. So I think it just right that we have these college students protesting, whether you believe in what they're saying or not. Say, oh, they're anti-Jewish. I don't know that they're anti-Jewish, but if you sit back and you watch just the news, because they're not over there. If you sit back and watch the news and you see Palestine basically is rubble now, and you see all the refugees and all that kind of stuff, that's enough to make you say, stop. Stop. We are pro-Palestine. We're not anti-Jew. We're pro-Palestine. Y'all done bombed them. It's rubble. They ain't got no food. They ain't got no water. Babies are dead. Adults are dead. Stop. And if they won't stop supporting them. Stop supporting them until they stop doing what they're doing. I get it. It's ideological. Like if Colombia divests, stops supporting, that's not going to make Benjamin Netanyahu and his crew say, oh, what we're doing is wrong. It's not. But it's not about, some people don't understand this. And I get this a lot. You're not watching the NFL. They don't even know. They don't even care. So what? What difference? I see you, Nick. Nick says test. Got you. It worked. But I get it. What's that? The NFL don't even... Colin Kaepernick even watching football and you not. I'm not doing it for that. I know me not watching football ain't going to change nothing. I know that. Sometimes it's just the principle of the thing. Going out there saying, up at UC, stop bombing Palestine, it's probably not going to make the Israeli government stop bombing Palestine. So would you say don't do it? Benjamin Netanyahu don't even know you protesting. Sometimes you do stuff just because, like C Breezy said, you standing by your convictions. You standing by your convictions. And it sounds futile. So what you getting out of it? Nothing. I'm just standing up for what I believe in my little speck of the world. Just standing up for what I believe in. I don't know that enough people do it. But if anybody we should expect to do it, should be college students and high school students. Yes, your high school students should be out there protesting, speaking up against injustice. Yes, they should. Fame.
Hi, Emanuel. How are you doing?
Fame, I'm fantastic. How are you?
Oh, per the usual. I'm out here bashing for my rations. I want to talk about somebody. I think it's Lamont. He had put it in the comments. Floyd Mayweather being detained in Dubai.
I heard somebody say something about that, but I hadn't read the story. Is that what's going on?
From what I've heard, I haven't heard from ABC or CBS, anything like that, ESPN. But seeing from a couple different people and credible websites that say, yeah, it's true. Somebody from his entourage or whatever, I've heard two different things. Is somebody stole some jewelry, or he has unpaid debts. Either way, I find them concerning because it's like this dude made a gazillion dollars before anybody was getting real money. Before any of these NBA players were getting good money. And it's like, how are you having a debt? Of any type of amount. Much less. But what also concerns me is, again, black people, just people in general. You cannot go to these foreign countries and be a dickhead or roll with dickheads. You know what I'm saying? They cannot be in your entourage with you. You got to go over there and really just behave. I don't understand what the lure to Dubai is. To be honest, what, you get to ride a camel? You know what I'm saying? I don't get what the attraction is.
Well,
It's hotter than hell.
They are marketing themselves, and it basically looks like maybe even slightly more modern Las Vegas in certain parts. So they're saying we got stuff to do. If you got money to spend and you want a new experience, this luxury experience, come on over here. And there are people who are trying to live the life that they see on the internet. Even some of the people who know that. So, hey, I got money. I want to go over here and experience this new thing, this new luxurious thing. Why not?
I think Las Vegas is a horrible comparison, because over in Dubai, it's an Islamic country. There is no drinking, there's no gambling, no games of chance in those types of countries. So you're just going over there, it's just hot as hell. Granted, you're gonna see some, beautiful homes and women, but other than that, you get caught up in some stuff. It ain't like being in the U.S. We get a bond and a plea bargain possibly. No, you're gonna be locked up for a little minute, and might come back without an arm if you're stealing.
I'm not sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure.
Didn't some black lady get jammed up in Dubai for yelling at a man?
Yeah, I did. I saw that. But what I'm just looking on the internet, and if it's on the internet, you know it's true. That they said that it was a private casino, and he was fronted some money, and somehow that became an issue. So
Okay, so they're allowing gambling. Okay, I didn't know that, but at the same time, like I said earlier, this dude's made at least $500 million, if not uh, close to $1 billion, closer to $1 billion. How's he short on money? What's your problem, Flo?
maybe he just didn't take a lot of money with him, and
Yeah, that's a simple wire transfer. He's been in an hour.
I don't know. I don't even know if this what I'm reading is true. But I don't know.
I went to Sports Skeeta and kind of glanced the story. It's called Sports Skeeta, Skeeda. They're fairly reputable, but I'm really concerned about what this guy's doing. I mean, I know it's, worried about him for all that. No, he's a brother, and he ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, and I'm just concerned with him.
Look, I say
but
when people get money and they have these resources, so virtually everything that they want they can do. What I don't get concerned about them at that point. Whatever you want to do and whatever it costs you, you do it, and that means if it costs you your freedom, that's on you. So whatever's going on with Floyd, I'm not even concerned about it. That's on Floyd.
well, there's some truth to that, and I respect that. But like I said, I'm just concerned with a brother and what he's doing. You got to move better than that, especially when you're overseas. That's the thing. That's the operative word right there. Overseas. You understand?
Yeah.
But that's all I got, man. Let me go ahead and get into this softball game, and I'll holler back at y'all soon.
One quick question: if they hold him,
Absolutely.
do you think the U.S. would trade anybody for Floyd Mayweather like they did for Brittany Griner?
Yeah, they have to, because he actually mattered. Brittany Griner didn't matter, and they gave up a arms dealer, like a very dangerous man. They almost have to. That's a great question. They almost have to,
So
because I remember
give up like a terrorist to get Floyd Mayweather back.
Yeah, seriously, because I remember hearing something about how I think it was Griselda Blanco. They were planning to kidnap Oprah and or JFK Jr. and the U.S. Whoever it was, the federal agent said that we would have negotiated to get both of them back if necessary because of who they are and how much they matter to the to the U.S. So I'd imagine they would do that for him because they did that for her.
All right.
But that's all I got, man. I appreciate it. I'll holler back at y'all soon. Oh!
All right, that's fame. For some reason, on the phone thing now, it is closed captioning the phones, the calls as they come in, and reading what the people are saying while listening to what they saying. It's pretty funny. And his how, it just said oh. Just OH. That was it. Oh, that was how they transcribed it. They gotta give up El Chapo for Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if they doing that. I don't feel honestly, I don't feel bad for these celebrities, people with means when they go, and even the lady, the truck driver lady, when y'all go overseas and get yourselves in trouble, I don't feel bad for y'all. I don't. I mean, unless you were doing something that is like just like really, really normal and you got railroaded. Like, Again, I went on a cruise. We didn't go to Dubai, of course. I forget where did we go? We went to somewhere in the Caribbean. And yeah, there was a at least one dude that got held for marijuana over in, I can't remember where it was. Was it the Bahamas? He had bought some marijuana or done something with some, either bought or sold. He did something with some marijuana, was the story that we got. But I know he was trying to get back on that boat and he was detained. I don't feel bad for you. I don't. Sorry, I just don't. Don't be going overseas, as Fame would say, doing dumb stuff. Don't do it. Hold on, I'm doing some jumping around. Let me close some tabs here, y'all. Close some tabs. I keep a lot of tabs open. They be messing with my stuff. Close that. Close that. Close that. Close that. Sorry. These are all tabs I'm closing. I keep tabs open. I had to go back and work on stuff. I don't need that open. I don't need that open either. All right, looked at that, so I don't need that open, and I don't need that open. I only need that open. All right. And it don't look as herky-jerky now. What else? What else is going on? For instance, a bunch of WWE wrestlers got stuck in Dubai because Vince McMahon allegedly pissed off somebody there in the country. So they grounded the wrestlers' plane for several hours. I remember that. I remember that. Are those all new tabs you had open, or you got a virus that's giving you a bunch of pop-ups? No, those are all tabs that I had open. Because when I'm doing stuff on, I do a lot of stuff on this computer. So I do some music production on this computer. I do, of course, I'm gonna call it graphic design, even though I'm in no way, shape, or form a graphic designer. But the stuff that I'm printing and stuff. So I do a lot of that on here. Of course, I do this stuff on here, and I'm looking up stuff for this, and then I search news stories and everything. So I'll be in the middle of doing something and somebody will say, and then I have to open up a whole lot of tabs to look for something else. So yeah, no, they're just all tabs open for no reason. I forgot I had this other one open too. Hold on, let me just close that whole group of tabs. So yes, no, they're not pop-ups. They were just all tabs. What else? What else, y'all? Y'all know I'm getting out of here at 5 o'clock today. Maybe a little earlier. Did I talk about the 14-year-old shooter that was killed? What 14-year-old shooter that was killed? I know about the 14-year-old hitman that was found guilty, but I didn't know about a 14-year-old shooter that was killed. 14-year-old boy. Hold on. 14-year-old suspect dead after active shooter reported outside of a Wisconsin middle school. Oh, that's sad. A 14-year-old suspect is dead following a confrontation with police Wednesday after an active shooter was reported outside of Wisconsin middle school. The teen had approached the middle school with what appeared to be a long gun. The suspect was a male student. Officers from the Mount Horeb Police Department, I'm saying Horeb, it might be Oreb, Police department responded to a report of an individual with a weapon outside the middle school. They used deadly force. That's sad. But if you out there with a gun, bro, you out there with a gun. What they supposed to do? Get your ID? Say, he only 14. That's all right. I mean, just based on that, it don't sound like the worst thing in the world from the police perspective. Now it's horrible that a 14-year-old would feel like he needs or wants to go to a school with a gun. I'm sorry, little baby got up. And you all right over there? Okay. The 14-year-old would feel the need to go to a school, but with a gun. But if you show up with a gun at a school, there's a good chance if the police encounter you, you're gonna get shot. Janice says, I wonder if his parents will be cited. Well, I'll depend on the details, I guess. All depends on the details. I'm imagining. And then someone saying a deadly shooting at a Springfield Township ice shop. What is an ice shop? Oh, ice cream shop. Okay. I was confused. I didn't know what an ice shop was. People gonna shoot people. It's terrible. It's a society that we live in. Be careful. Be aware at all times. I don't think that there's a solution. That sounds terrible to say out loud. I don't think that there's a solution to it. I think it's people. It's 2024, and this is what we see happening. LaDonna say, what's going on with these kids? All kind of stuff is going on with these kids. A lot of adults are doing things to kids and really messing them up. And a lot of kids are doing things to kids and really messing them up. There's a lot of, there is, in the violent subculture of some areas where being a thug, gun-toting person, gang banger and all of that kind of stuff, where being all of that is celebrated. I think a lot of people celebrate it without even knowing that they're celebrating it, because they don't talk bad about it. They kind of big up the people who doing it without knowing that they doing it. And that don't make sense to say, but I hope y'all understand what I mean. Like, I won't throw nobody out there. But when you hear people talk about, oh, this guy was in a gang and he doing this and he doing that. See, people wouldn't understand who ain't never lived that life. Like if you just been whatever demeaning name they choose to use for a good person. You just been a good person your whole life. You don't understand. You don't understand. So, believe it or not, when you're saying all of that kind of stuff, you're actually celebrating that life. If the people who don't live that life is, nerds, or nobody actually says nerds anymore. I don't actually know the terms that people use. I hear them, but I don't want to internalize them, so I can't say that I remember them. But you know what I'm saying? You know, a goody two shoes, or you know, whatever terminology that people use, a square, or Samuel posted just as I was saying it. Yeah, a square, or you know, whatever. If you calling people who don't participate in that life lame, thank you, Jerica. You calling them lame? You're celebrating that life. You don't think you are, but you are. So yes, I wasn't doing no twin impersonation. I was not. I was not. Um, and I'm not talking about twin. I'm not talking about twin. But yeah, if you're not saying that that's horrible in every sense of the word, you're encouraging it to some degree. If you're, you know, again, you're saying you ain't lived that life, so you don't know. And you can't put these guys down because that's the life that they living, and so on and so forth. Yes, you can. You can say that they living foul. That's what you can say. So you have that over there. Then you do have, y'all don't remember being in high school and all that kind of stuff. But depending on where you were in the social hierarchy, high school can be horrible for some people. High school can be horrible for some people. And I'm sorry to tell y'all this, but teachers, administrators, and all that kind of stuff, they still don't care. They don't do anything about people making people's daily lives hell. I went to high school. I saw some of my friends were those people who people made their lives hell. Every day they hated coming to school. That was the worst thing in the world because they knew they were going to get treated horribly. They were going to get picked on. They were going to get physically attacked. They were going to get verbally attacked. They were going to be social pariahs, all of that kind of stuff. They knew that. All they wanted to do was be left alone. I can't understand why somebody would be so upset they would come to school with a gun and start shooting people. Maybe they had done, in their mind, all that they could do to just be left alone, and they had been pushed to a certain level. I'm not saying that that's the answer. I'm not saying they're right, they're wrong. But it happens. And I think I saw a story, hold on, Ron. I saw a story up in Fairfield where there was a kid, Ron is on hold, that's what the noise is. There was a kid who got his neck broke in school. Got his neck broke. And he went to school with the neck brace on. His neck was broke, some vertebrae in his back and all that stuff. And they said when he went back to school with his neck brace on, he was bullied for having a broken neck. And the person who got in trouble was the substitute teacher who was in the class at the time. And the substitute teacher who was in class said, like, yeah, I was there and I should have done something to stop everything, but the administration, they don't do anything. He says the same situation when I went to school here. Bullying has been a thing here, like extreme bullying has been a thing in this school for years. But the administration, the teachers, no one does anything about it. And he said, yeah, they fired me. And he said, I should have been fired because I should have done something. It happens. There's a lot of reasons why young people go to, and none of it excuses it. There's a lot of reasons why young people go to the extreme sometimes. Ron D.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. Hey, so now I just chimed in, so I'm gonna speak on that topic right now that you're speaking on. I sort of gonna speak on it because I don't know exactly what you were talking about. But we had a conversation. A friend of mine, me and her had a conversation on Saturday, and you know, we were talking about all of those antidepressants and all that other little shit, and you know how they say the interactions, you may have suicidal thoughts and all that other shit, but it's a trip. I ain't gonna think about that now. I've taken the antidepressants because of my back. They prescribe them to me because I won't take opioids, so I take other kind of medicine. So they prescribed a medicine for me, Cymbalta. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I won't even tell you the thoughts that I was saying I was having, and I'm like, those are not natural thoughts. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Now, what I'm simply saying is
that's the reason why you were considering voting for Trump.
Oh no, but what I'm saying is, what our conversation was that all of these people, they say that you can have suicidal thoughts, but they don't say nothing about homicidal thoughts. Because, all those people, a lot of those people, they say were on antidepressants. I know that one dude in, Louisville? The one dude in Louisville he shot up the bank. And they say that he was on all these antidepressants. And like I said, they always say, that they can cause suicidal thoughts, but they don't tell you that they can cause homicidal thoughts. And I know I would think about hurting somebody else before I would think about hurting myself. That's just a little chime in. But no, that ain't what I called for.
All right.
I called for that little conversation that not conversation, that little bullshit you said about me and insinuated about me the last time you were on. Now, but no, I'm explaining to you. I'm explaining to you. Now, so do you believe in God? Point blank period. Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you believe in God's word?
Yes.
So, and by the way, the reason that you think of purple is because your father was a pastor. When you associate royalty with purple and gold, but purple is your color and gold is not. So that's why you think about royalty, because you heard royalty all your life, which is being a PK. But anyway, I digress.
But that's not
you
why
say,
I see it, but I understand.
That's why you think that. That's why you think of royalty when you think of purple. When you hear royalty, that's why it is. Anyway, so you said that I told you that we were going to have two terrorist attacks, and I said that I know God, and God told me that no, that ain't what I said. Now, I said that I would bet that we have two terrorist attacks because of how the world is moving. We have 500,000 immigrants in the United States that we don't know who they are. We don't know who they are. And everybody is screaming death to America, even Americans.
Ron, just so we're clear, you didn't say that you will bet that we have two terrorist attacks. You said you guarantee that we will have two terrorist attacks.
Okay. I guarantee. Okay. I guarantee. You don't think I'm go back on my word, do you?
Well,
anyway,
it did feel like you were trying to go back on your word.
Yeah. Yes, you said I don't know God if we don't have 2 terrorist attacks. No, it ain't got nothing to do with God and those and terrorist attacks. When I say it, I know God and don't have to worry. I don't have to worry because I know God.
That's
And
not what you said. That's not you. You're trying to
what,
change up what you said.
what was it that I said? Come on.
We talked about the terrorist attacks and the fact that you don't believe there's going to be an election, and I said,
Yeah, but we talked about that a long time ago. I was talking about what you was talking about when you said that God, I don't know God is two terrorist attacks don't happen.
I'm trying to tell you. You said that these things are
Uh-huh.
gonna happen, and I was trying to explain to you that you might believe that they're gonna happen, but you don't know that they're gonna happen. And you said you know God, and when you know God, you don't have to guess, which is clearly
You didn't know. You twisted my words.
gives you
No,
some
you didn't.
insight.
No, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You twisted my words. Nah, you twisted my words around.
Not twisting
That would be
your words
ridiculous.
around. I think that's
That
that's an exact quote.
Right.
When you know God, you don't have to guess.
You think no. I said you don't have to guess when you don't have to guess when you know God in reference to everything that's going on. When you look at the book of Revelations and you see, and I'll take you back. I'll take you back, cause see, you say you're a preacher's kid, and you say you believe in the Bible. You say you believe in God. So if you believe in God, if you believe in the Bible, then you can see that everything and almost everything that's in the book of Revelations is coming to pass. Now, the Bible says that. No, there you go. There you go. If you believe in the Bible, and you can see everything that's going on, and if you know your word, you know that we not only in the end times, we only a smidgen away from the Antichrist revealing himself.
I want you to know this.
Yes.
When people, a lot of times when people say, if you know your word, then this, if you know your word, then that, what they're talking about is if you agree.
No.
Can I get it out? Is that
go ahead.
If you agree
Go
with
ahead.
their interpretation of what these things mean, then you know the word. If
No.
with their interpretation of what these things mean, then you don't know the word.
So let me ask you a question.
All right.
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So do you believe in the end times? Do you believe that there is an ending?
Yeah.
So you believe in the end time. So you believe there's an ending. So you don't know. You don't know. And your eyes can't
know what? What are you asking me to know?
No, wait, see, that's that bullshit.
What? You
Because,
said you don't know. What are you asking
you know what?
me to know?
Hey, you know what, Emanuel? You know what, Emanuel?
I don't.
See,
that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah, well.
Well, what? Ron?
Clear. If I want to get my words clear. If
Ron? You're cutting off. Ron?
specifically, I'm talking.
Yeah, you are breaking up really terribly. Ron? I'm not hanging up on. I don't have a hold button. His signal is coming.
You know that you know that so and so shot somebody in the head. So
Yeah, you breaking up real
I don't
bad.
speak that truth.
Ron?
If you
Ron,
what?
you're breaking
Yeah.
up real bad. I'm catching like 2 or 3 words at a time.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but anyway, I ain't say that. I'm gonna talk to you later, man, because I don't know if I'm gonna catch up with you in your speaking. Or am I speaking? I'm gonna holler at you.
All right. All right. But yeah, that a lot of times when people say, "Oh, you know the word, you believe the word. If you know the word, then you know this." Usually, whatever the this is their interpretation of what that means. And if you don't agree with their interpretation of what that means, whatever that is, then you don't know the word. But he asked me, like, but you know, don't you? I'm like, know what? See, that's that bullshit. What? You didn't say what I'm supposed to know. You do know. I was waiting for the whatever I'm supposed to know. And I'm like, what? What? See, that's that bullshit. I'm not clairvoyant. I can't read your mind. You got to at least tell me what I'm supposed to know. At least tell me so I can say, yes, I know that, or no, I didn't know that. But I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe I do know. This is one of those where you don't know what you don't know because you don't know what it is. Who was that talking about? That was Dick Cheney, wasn't it? You have your known knowns and you have your unknown knowns, and then you have your known unknowns, but you also have your unknown unknowns. Oh. Janice says, the book of Revelation could apply to so many times in American history. How many times have we been in insurmountable conditions? But Janice, if you know, yes, do that. Do that. When I see Mr. Jones, I'm going to say, do you know? And he's going to say, what? And I'm going to say, see, that's that bullshit. Oh, I think I'm going to do that to Mrs. Livingston. I know she's not watching today. So when she get home, I'm going to say, baby, you do know. She going to be waiting. Know what? See, that's that bullshit. You on that bullshit. Oh. I'm going to do it. I am. Oh, she going to be mad. Why you playing with me? Oh, all right, y'all. I got to get ready to get out of here. I've been drinking a lot of water today. I got to go pee. And then I got to get ready and do this workout. Oh, y'all don't understand. My arms are sore. Oh, so I got to get ready and do this workout. I want y'all to enjoy y'all day. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. It's a beautiful day out. If you can, get out and enjoy it. And while you're out enjoying it, if you can, which you can, be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time.